Okie dokie. Here we go again. Another day of the iStencils sale. I'll go through all the details because the chatters that join me have heard this every day since Thursday. So if anybody new was watching this video and watching the recording, you might want to scoot ahead after I give the details of the sale. A few minutes till we get started. This is a sale for iStencils.com. In honor of Robyn McClendon's new designs. You can see in all the metallics that were jelly printed or sponged through her stencils. I'll show you all the stencils. Good morning, Joan. But iStencils.com to introduce this launch is giving everyone 25% off their entire site. They have around 4,000 designs. So that's not a little feat. It's unlimited what you can purchase. You get a free stencil, which is this one here, 6x6. It's called Light. You can see it printed, double printed there with black and then gold over top of it. With orders that total $50 after the coupon is applied. And this will automatically, when you hit that threshold in your shopping cart, this stencil will automatically be added to your cart. So there's no guesswork. The sale runs till tomorrow night, which is Monday, the 26th of July, 2021. If anybody's watching this 3 years from now, you missed it, but there's going to be another one coming. The code for the sale is July 25. International shipping is now $19.30, which had to be done to get aligned with the post-COVID shipping rates internationally, which are ridiculous. But if this isn't charged, then Sherry loses money every time she ships international. So, hey, Stephanie. Canada is still $11.99. And if you're in the U.S., orders over $50, as always, on iStencil site are free shipping. So that's the business. Now let's get to some of this stuff. I'm going to turn my daylight lamp on. That gives me a little bit more visibility here. Okay. So I put this panel together as a background here. I'll show you that when I get everything else out of the way. It's kind of mumbo jumbo here. These are some of the prints I did yesterday. And I did all these in silver to keep with the theme of the room that this is going to go in. I wanted it silver, gray, and black, mostly, and some white. So yesterday, I was tired of printing silver, so I started with bronze and a couple gold ones on the printables for Robyn that for her July printables. So if you don't know about Robyn McClendon, you need to check her out. Robyn with a Y. McClendon. She has a site on teachables.com where she sells her printables and other things, and has her own website, robynmcclendon.com. But on the Teachables is where you can find the printables, and they're in there by month. So these were some of the printables from July, and I stenciled some of her new designs on top of these. So I'll show you these while I get them out of the way. This one was double stenciled with the black and gold. And this one was gold highlight. You can see the kind of opposite there, black on top, and that's black on the bottom. Right. And these were, it's another of the printables, and this is the 8x10 Roamings stencil, the 8x10 Labyrinth stencil. This is the 8x10 Earth stencil. And all these little components on there most of them are smaller images. Hey, Susan. Most of them are smaller images of the other stencils. You can see here is the same as the Light, which is this one here, which is the freebie, which is my favorite. I think my favorite. I don't know. I can never tell. Let's see. The gold and the silver ones side by side look interesting. I know there's so much you can do with these that it's It's endless to what you can do. So this was one of Robyn's printables. I printed the silver and the labyrinth behind there. And then I printed Shooting Star in black and Codex in black underneath here. And I thought it was it kind of ran together too much with the background. So I threw some bronze over top of it in my cave etching stencil from my line. This one's one of my favorites. This I did with gold because the printable was just black and gold sketchy stuff over like a linen pattern. You can see the texture in the pattern there. There we go. When my camera decides to focus. And I did black on the bottom and then did yellow gold on top of those. And I love those. And this one, this was kind of a miss. You can see where it looks like a double exposed image there with a shadow and the main image. So I first did it in a paint that was more sheer silver, and it wasn't enough. So then I went back over it and kind of shifted it down like I do these, but it was too similar. It didn't do it any favors. So then I just went over it with my pictographs. So as a whole, it's okay, but torn up in a collage, that'll look pretty good. So I'm going to show everybody the new. Let me move this out of the way for a minute. Let me get the stencils out here to show you Robyn's new ones in case anybody missed these. She has 3x5, 6x6s, and 8x10s. And you can find, Robyn has her own heading on iStencils.com. So here are the 3x5s. This one's called Stairway. Let me pull in a little bit for this. Hang on. That's a little bit better. Oh, that's nice, Susan. I'm sure she'll appreciate it. Joan has a launch coming out pretty soon. Well, I don't know, probably early fall. I'm not sure of the date yet. But Joan is a machine, and she's cranking out new designs every day almost. So Sherry's going to do a separate launch for Joan because she has so many cool designs. This one's called Solar. This one is called Path, but it's got black paint on it. I'll put it up here so you can see it. Whoop, or not. Forgot I'm blown up here. There you go. You can see Path there. String of Pearls. This one is called Water. Four Directions. You'll see the 4 direction one come up in the larger sizes, but it's a little different than that. But it's got this cross for like a east, west, north, south kind of thing. I love this one too. Sound. This one is Crown. I think that's all of these. That's 8 3x5s. And this is the freebie called Light, which I really, really love this. Here it is double printed in silver and black on the board. Kind of gives it some depth. It looks like it's kind of 3D. Oh, this is Path printed with string of pearls down the middle of it in silver. There's Labyrinth. Solar up in the corner. Here's Water. This is one of her old scripting symbols from her first release that you'll still see on her website. And that's one of my favorite symbols. This is 4 Directions. This is the Light again, but just single printed over this black. Stairway, Water. And this was her scripting stencil from the first release. All right, so this one is, I got to use this one. This one's not been used yet. How did that happen? Spiral. Shooting Star. I got a couple clean ones here. That is not good. Stellar. This one is called Beings. This one is called Waves. These are very tribal inspired to me. But Robyn also had featured a class called Hearth Codes, which is what this design, this whole release came from the Hearth Codes designs. That's 4 directions again there. Yes. You can see that crisscross in there. These sides, actually, I enjoyed the background information and the research Robyn did for this class as much as I did watching the actual art, because it was so interesting. Can you see that one? That's Codex. How some of these symbols, all of these symbols, were used in some form since the beginning of time, not even recorded history, beginning of time, and how they're still recognized and used today. This one's called Key. This one is called Eclipse. This one looked really cool, double printed with that black and gold. Almost looks like a tribal mask when I double printed it. This is a larger version of Solar. And this is just another one that's of the light. I have 2 of those somehow. That's good because that's one I seem to be using the most for some reason. And that's the freebie again. All right, so get on there. And when you look on the website for the 6x6s, well, for all sizes, you'll see this release and her previous release all there. And when you first look at the 6x6s, this is the first one that you'll see, this big abstract circle. But all these come after it. And I think there's 13 new ones. And this is Labyrinth, 8x10, Roamings. And this one's called Earth. That's with all the little components all over it that are smaller versions. All right. So if anyone wants to see a particular stencil used a certain way or with a certain color or mixed with another one, please let me know at any time. We've been streaming those for Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Today will be the 4th day. So I'm going to switch over and think about this. Let me pull the camera back out because this barely fits in. This is down at the end here. You can't really see it all, but you can see most of it. So I've been trying to figure out exactly what I'm going to do. I have some elements to put on top of this. So Susan and Stephanie, I'm not sure if you were on when I talked about this before. I know Joan was. We recently had our bathroom redone and the bedroom. And the color scheme completely changed. And in the bathroom, I wanted to put up a piece of art above a cabinet that I refinished to go in there. That's antiqued white with some platinum PBO gilding wax, distressing it. And all the hardware in there is brushed nickel. So it's got a silver tone. And there's a little tiny blue cast to the paint. This is the color paint that's in the bedroom. Well, you can see through the wood through there. But it's a shade lighter than this that's actually in the bathroom. So I thought these colors would look really cool in there. And we had some leftover glass tiles that were in the niche. And I wanted to kind of incorporate those to kind of bring it together. They're glass and metal tiles that have like an etched design on them. And then these are, I thought there was 3 colors of glass. Right, kind of metallic charcoal and a silvery color. I knocked these off. I had them laid out on here practicing the other day of how I might do this. And I also, hey Don, welcome back. Sorry. Okay, that should do it. So I was trying to come up with a mix of using the glass tiles and some of my polymer clay tiles that I had left in my stash from that didn't make previous projects. All right, I think that's done now. So I had pictures. That's what I picked this up for in the first place. I took pictures. So look what came up. Oakley and Babe swimming. my summary, my For You summary in iPhotos that comes up whenever you open them up. So where is this? I don't know if you'll be able to see this with the glare and all that good stuff, but I laid some, you know what, let me turn the brightness up on this a little bit. That may help. Come on. Oh, it does help. So this is the top of the canvas. I couldn't get it all in one photo. And I just kind of laid the polymer clay tiles down kind of wide at the top and then kind of trickled down to a point at the bottom. And then on the bottom, I put the glass tiles that kind of went upwards and trickled up to almost meet the, can you see that? Those tiles. I did take one picture where I tried to get the whole thing, but I got to do it sideways the way it came out. So I'm still thinking it might need a little bit of white space. So I thought about putting some crackle on here, and that bled through the test paper that I did. So then I sealed this with a couple coats of Kmart varnish. It's like an archival varnish for acrylic, oil, or watercolor. So there's 2 coats of that on here. So I think whatever I put on here for white might seal the paper so that color doesn't. Let me show you what happened here. I tried this in one of the other printables with crackle paste because I thought about putting some crackle on it for some texture. And see what this did. It pulled the color. Although there's no pink, this whole paper was these colors. It pulled pink out. Look at the back. Looks like melted Tyvek. So I'm glad I didn't put that right on here. Ooh, that would have not made me happy, I got to tell you. So I think what I might do is start laying some tiles. And I'm still really undecided how the heck I'm going to do this. But one thing I thought of was molding paste, and just put some molding paste on it wherever it ends up, trying not to cover some of my favorite symbols, which they're all kind of that. But I put molding paste on a piece of watercolor paper and then took the end of a fine brush, the wooden end, and just kind of carved like scripting in it. Just for a little, it's very subtle, but it'll knock down some of the busyness. So anyway, that's where we were. I'm going to lay some of these tiles back in place. Hey, Glenda, good morning. And now I'm thinking maybe I'll just come from one angle and blend the tiles, like maybe come down through here maybe and let them trickle down. And then maybe do, I don't know. Let's just play. Let's just get something on here. So, and I can break these tiles down, these glass tiles, but I don't want to make it so intricate and busy that it takes forever to get it done. I don't think it's going to take away from this, the overall look with it just being and of course stuff gets covered, because that's just the nature of this, how this is going to work, right? So let me put this one, let me put this in between here, maybe like that. Get that up a little higher, and maybe put ooh, almost threw that one on the ground. Oh, mercy. And maybe this little silver one up here, and this shorter one down here. And I used most of these before, but I certainly don't have to use them all. I have a few pieces left over. Let's see, are any smaller than that? Yeah, I have another small one of this. Do I have a smaller white one? Maybe this over here. Maybe something like that-ish. I do like these metal pieces, though. With that, it really catches the light. What about white gesso? Yeah, but I don't just want to white it out, Stephanie. I want to have some kind of texture in it. I mean, I know I could write in gesso, but the molding paste gives it a it's thicker, you know. I'm still really toying with the idea of crackle paste now that it's sealed. I'm going to have to spray sealer, and I can't do that, whatever that is that I choose to do today, because it would be too hard to try to work around it. So that's kind of how that's laying on there right now. And that blocks out some of the background with the more neutral what I want to say, it quiets down the background, because this glass is all kind of neutral in its own thing without any designs through it. But hang on. That's the same length as that. I don't want that to end there. I want it to stagger. That's too big. That's too wide. This was actually a big piece that got broken. Well, it didn't break. They were cutting through it to trim it to fit it in the niche. And I guess I could do that. Nope, same size. Maybe like that. Down there. And now I'm going to turn this around. So I couldn't decide if I wanted to just keep the polymer clay separate from these, or if I wanted to. I'm going to take a picture of this so I remember how they went together. This is the hard part of doing this stuff, is just all these auditions to where all these things are going to go. So let me look at these. Maybe I'll just go from the bottom and meander up to the top with a mix of these. We'll try that. So maybe I'll start with a row of glass on the bottom, and then we'll see where we go. I found these in the stash from when I don't know how many years ago I made these. Hey, Mess! I'm back at this project again. This is just white clay with, I laid silver leaf on it and then pressed it with a stamp and then baked it. So they are coming in handy for this because of all the silver. The solid silver ones are here. Oop, that might work if I shove that underneath the paper. Okay, let's see what we can do here. And they don't have to all line up exactly right. I do have a few of the pictographs that I wanted to work in there. So that came out, that ended up kind of cool that happened. Oh, that's right next to the other silver. Shoot. Let's lay this in here maybe. And I'm not going to grout this or anything. We're not going to do that. No, we're not. Because that would be crazy. Put that there against the dark one maybe. Got a pictograph with a little bit of silver on there. Maybe that one right there. Then I got to get up and back away from it and look at it because that's how my head works. Let's try that one. I got a couple more pictographs. I'm definitely going to get those worked in there. This checkered one is a little bit skewed where it bent when it got cooked. See what I mean? I don't know if I want to use that one, although I really wish I could. Let me get this one in here. And maybe that one on top of that one. Try that. Maybe let's do that one up there. And I'm just thinking about coming from the bottom and just getting them thinner and thinner as they kind of work their way up the page. This one was just all platinum dry pigment worked in there with a brush to get it down in the crevices. That was some kind of a font stamp that I have. All right, let's get a little. It's got something smeared on it there. What's going on with that? Again, if anybody wants to see any of the individual stencils that's come on, please let me know. Okay, that's better. Now, where was I going to put that? next to that one. Maybe let's get another little piece of this up here somewhere. No, oh, no, no, no. Nope. Oh, no. This is the one that looks like it'll go in there. Just got to shove that up a little bit. Let's try this black one in there. Maybe a piece of that and something. This is a little crooked. I'm going to see if I can save this one. Actually, I can probably cut it right there. That's pretty good. Ish. Okay. All right. I'm not convinced that I like it yet. I need to stand up and back away. Oh, Lordy. That's not too bad. Don't need to, I think I need that one over there. Can you guys see that enough? There's a lot of shiny stuff in there, which I like. I might even be able to get rid of these. And, oh boy, maybe do something. I'm not sure about this one. I love these checkers, but that one's, I don't know. Can you notice how cattywampus that is? I'm trying to pull this up so I can look at it from the camera's view. Doesn't look too crazy. Or did I mean it to look that way? Hi, Devin. Welcome. That's too wide. Okay. I'm getting to the point where I'm getting tired of thinking about it. Just ready to start slamming stuff in place. So here's where it is right now. Oh. I kind of like how this kind of steps down, and this one's kind of like, so I might have to do a little correction in there. Maybe if we step it down. Maybe like that. Not sure about this little capped off triangle up here like an arrowhead, but it'll take me a while to get there. So I think I'm just going to start gluing these rascals. No. What's the worst that can happen? CB! Hello, my dear. So I think, CB, you were in on this, trying the crackle paste and all that. Well, I sprayed this yesterday with 2 coats of Kmar. And that's lifted up there a little bit. Can't have that. So it's sealed. Yesterday, you might remember I put a design where I had just the glass at the bottom and the polymer clay at the top, kind of like coming into a point like a triangle-ish kind of shape, separate. And now I've mingled in both the glass and the polymer clay. And I think I'm just going to start gluing that. And I think. Oh, welcome, Gwyneth. It's good to see you here. Thanks for joining us. Are you aware or interested in the stencil sale? I think everybody else online in the chat right now has heard all the details. If you're interested, and no pressure, we don't pressure sell anybody here. Just want to make the offer if you do want stencils and like stencils, so you don't miss the sale, is what my intention is. So let me know if you need more information about the sale, or if you've seen that already. You might have seen it if you watch, because I've been streaming every day since Thursday to support this. So I think I'm going to start gluing these bad boys. I used all these designs you see on here, Gwyneth, are the oh, you already ordered. Good for you. Okay, well, then you know that these are the designs that are stenciled on her printables and collaged on this board. Now, what glue will I use? Do I continue with Yes Paste, or do I go to the Weld Bond? It's going onto paper. The Weld Bond I usually do on my mosaics when it's going onto wood, or when I put the, what's that stuff called? I almost said it. If you were laying ceramic tiles, it's the glue that you put down on the wall or the floor, and then you lay it on, whatever that stuff's called that I can't say right now. I usually smear a very thin coat of that on top of my wood panels and then Weld Bond it onto that. But I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to put it onto paper. So I think think. Or do I just want to use matte medium? Some of those glass pieces are kind of heavy though. And it's going to be hanging vertical. Now the dilemma every time is what glue? Oh, maybe just this stuff. Acid-free, dries clear, art glitter. You think that would hold this stuff on? Hey, Sue. Welcome. I don't know if it would, but that would be a very nice applicator to use. Why not Well Bond? Well, I don't know. I guess it'll stick to paper just as well. That's heavy duty. Heavy duty. Let me see where I can find that in the Well Bond department. Oh, I think it's over with all my polymer clay stuff. There is a system here. Although, it's kind of tricky. Here's a brand new one. Surely I haven't opened one or two. Or maybe not. Okay, well, we'll just... Let me look on the shelf here. Did I put one over here maybe? Or on the cart? Maybe I don't have a system. Oh, what the heck? I don't see any on the cart. Okay. Well, we'll go with a new bottle. Okay. Wood, tile, glass, foam, stone, ceramics, and more. What's the worst that can happen? Now, I know this is a tricky lid here. I'm thinking I should maybe squirt some of this on here and put it on with a brush. Oops, dominoes with the paints. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, probably has a sealer in here before I... Or not. It does not. So why aren't you coming out of there? To open. Pull. Oh, Jesus. I didn't mean... Damn Wheaties. Pulled it right off. Okay. Just one click. Or maybe... No, that's got a hole in it. Oh, for Pete's sakes. All right, let's just do this. I don't know, that's already crammed up in there. Let's just put a blob down on there for now. Let me get a little old work brush over here. That one's too soft. Well, maybe I'll be over the sink. I'll use one of these, even though it's got a long handle on it. So that'll be a good one. Bristles are a little shorter and a little stiffer. So here goes nothing, people. Why did? Uh-oh, CB, what's a good reason not to use it? Speak now or forever hold your peace. I'm going to wait for CB to answer me because usually... Oh, I couldn't find it. Yes, that would have been an excellent reason. I'm going to move... Oh, Jesus. my little tray of stuff out of the way over here. That's stuff that's either new or I want to play with, and it's getting bigger and bigger because I never get a chance to do it. That'll give me a couple more inches here. Okay. There we go. I'm just going to start from the bottom, pick one up, glue it down, hope for the best. But I do see this metallic stuff that's in this glass is like some kind of it's like a material that's glued down there, and you can see some of the little bits where the tile's been cut apart or pulled off of the well, you know what, that's probably where it was on that little mat that they come in a sheet, the little tiles. And these Tim Holtz scissors cut that off really nice. Okay, more gluing and less talking. We are going for it. I have a limited amount of time today. Got up early, already made a, well, we call it apple crisp. Kind of like a shortbread crust with apples on it that I'll cut up into squares and take with us to a pool party we were invited to. And I'm going to make some caprese. We got some good tomatoes. Crap, I'm getting glue all over it now. One tile, and I got a glue disaster. I'm going to take some caprese, take some of my basil that I'm growing out on the deck. So once I get this done, then I'll decide if I need to make some room with some white space on it or not. Yeah, I think this is the stuff that's they're all glued to on that sheet. I think. Ancient Art Deco. There you go. Concentrating, you can tell when I'm not talking, which is not that often. I don't know if that means I don't concentrate much or if I talk too much. Either way. This one's going to be tricky because it's hollow. So I just have to get the glue on those little edges and hope for the best. But they are light as air, so they should stick okay. This is kind of tedious to watch, I know. So if anyone wants to see any of the stencils demoed with a certain color, combined with a certain other one or whatever, let me know and I'll work that in too. This is Weld Bond. when I do my polymer clay tiles on that mastic, that's what it's called. See there, it came back. I would put a thin layer on this, which is what it says to do. A thin layer, and then put some on this, what you're gluing it to. But with it being paper, I don't think it's that crucial. Well, got a little bit there I forgot to cut off. Okay. Oops. Yeah, these are some really cool designs. And if you're like me, where that tribal kind of flair speaks to you, you'll really like them. Now you can see on the edge of this one what I was talking about, that metallic. It's like a metallic thread hanging out here. So that's whatever is making that shiny is a layer underneath of there. Yeah, this is how, this is what Laurie Micah used when I first started taking her tile classes, and in her book that she has shows that that's the glue that she prefers to use. And a lot of my tiles were done on wood, panels, boxes, cradled boards, that kind of stuff. I guess this is on a cradled board, but it's on paper first, so. Yep. Hi, Sue. I used Robyn McClendon's printable papers, and I printed metallic designs of her stencils onto them, and then tore them up and covered a wood cradle board. And now I'm gluing some of the glass tiles and my polymer clay tiles and some metal tiles down on top of this as another layer. And this will end up in our bathroom. We just had it redone. And it's kind of a gray and white color palette with silver. Hence the color choices for this. And the glass tile that I'm using was left over from the tile they put in the niche in the shower. Hey, Kathy. Hang on, I gotta stand up. They look pretty even and straight. That's the first row. Now I'm just going to go up, and as I come to one that's loose, I'm going to glue her down. Yeah, I think it will look really coordinate. I mean, it's kind of, I guess, an odd piece to put in a bathroom, but I'm kind of an odd piece myself. I like what I like, not necessarily what everybody else likes. Distress collage medium. I see a question. I don't know what that is about. Oh, what's he having, Joan? Maybe we'll join you for dinner. Bye, Devin. Thanks for dropping in. Have a good day. All right, get this one out of there somehow. There we go. That's got a hunk of clay on the back of that. No more. That's gone. All right. Oops. Almost threw that one down on the glass tiles. Of course, when you do this, some of the bits get covered up that you liked when you put them down there, but that's the sacrifice you have to make when you're doing collages of any kind. This is starting to get a skin on the top of it. It was too big of a clump. Although I couldn't really control. Oh, shit. Oops, and I said shit. Where's Gayla? She should be tracking this. That wasn't good. All right, we're going to go with what we got. Slide. Those out of my way. Oops. Sticking to my gluey fingers. Robyn had a good idea yesterday. She mentioned maybe embossing on here. So I was thinking maybe, depending on what I do, if I use molding paste to white out some of this, or if I use that to maybe emboss some of my pictograph stamps on this. Oop, get out of there. It's got a little bevel on it. Just keeping that from going back in there after I place that one. There we go. Just enough. All right. That one there, I think. And these just all scooted up. Let me get this big glass piece placed. I gotta really watch my time today. When did I come on? 11, 12. Okay. Drop that bad boy right in there. Oh, hey, Z. All right, get this little guy in there. I don't want to get too out of control here, so I remember where this stuff goes. This. Hi, Brooke. Go this way with this one. Hillary, new wood stamps. Oh, were those ocean theme ones that you liked? That I think Dot sent you, Z. I know the shipping is terrible. Even Sherry had to up her shipping so she didn't lose money on international packages. From what she charged before, which I don't remember what that was, but I know it's all COVID's fault, so I hear from everybody. But it is, international stuff is brutal now. I don't understand why they've gone so out of control. I'm sure it's all COVID related, but and I know fuel prices are up. Oh, I'm almost done this, actually. Maybe when I get done gluing, we'll call that a day. I was going to try I like to always try to stream for the stencils every day of the sale. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it tomorrow. I got about 2 hours of sleep last night. Even with taking the CBD honey stuff that I take that usually works. I haven't been sleeping well, so I'm wake up pooped. And I got a long week coming up. Now, why did I have that there and that there? Maybe that one isn't going to work. Because now, this one's too much. I could break it down and sneak it in there, though. Let's do that. Oh, ha! Just shot over here into my drawer. Almost. Almost had it right. There we go. I'll sneak that one over there. Maybe I'll put that one there. I think I will. This one next. And then the big decision about whiting some of this out. I like all of it. I hate to cover it, but I don't want it to be too busy either. Hey, Robyn. Welcome back. Oh, thanks. I decided to go one streak. It kind of tapers off as we go up, and mix the glass and the polymer clay tiles. And then I'll decide, once I get this there and can look at it for a while, if I want to do some modeling paste, like in a couple places, and then script into it. I don't know. I cannot decide. Or if I want to do any of it, cover any of it. This jar is not a great. This lid has never worked. I had 2 or 3 bottles like this, and so far the lid has never worked. It gets this is brand new stuff, and it's dried shut with glue. Oh my. I missed your stream with Seth. I'm gonna have to go back to his Facebook page and see if I can find it to watch that. Yeah, it's kind of pleasing to my eyeball so far. Thank you. And I was even talking about that you mentioned about maybe embossing a little bit. That's glued down. Now this little guy. Trying to get some pops of black and white in there, since I'm covering up some. We were just talking, Robyn, about how crazy shipping costs are now internationally. Like, oh, clear embossing powder, just to give it a little reflective on the light as you move around the room. Huh, I would have never thought of that. Interesting. Hey, Wilna. Welcome. If anybody wants to see, I mentioned this before, but I know some other people came in. If you want to see, at the beginning of this, I showed all of the stencils of Robyn's new collection of Hearth codes at the beginning. And that's what you see all over this now. So if anybody wants to see a stencil in action, or a certain color, how it prints, blended with a different design, let me know, and I can move this to the side and do that for you all. Oh, thanks for the link, CB. So the sale runs today and tomorrow. I'm going to turn this around. Okay, let's see what we got here. I'm not sure about that little pointy one there, that little triangle. Let me zoom in so you guys can see it. Of course, now it's upside down. But it kind of gave it a little arrowhead kind of effect. I know. Another layer can never hurt. Okay, let me get this one down. You like the little triangle at the top, Joan? Well, I'm going to make sure these two fit. This one's already glued down. Yes, that'll work. Watch, this will get me off on a tangent of doing polymer clay tiles again. Oh, mercy. I don't have time for tangents right at the moment, but... Oh, yeah. Oops, almost threw that one right in the pile. Oh, I forgot to cut the little shavings off of this. Well, forget cutting it left-handed. Let's just take the time to turn it around. When I get this much done, I might take it upstairs and just hang it where it's going to live and see how it plays with the light during the day and at night. And all right, what needs to be glued? This. This one looks trimmed pretty good. Do it, Patty. It will be fun, they said. I don't think I missed any of those. Notice my chat goes way down when I'm really concentrating. I find it very difficult to multitask these days. This was a good find in my stash with these clay tiles with just the silver leaf on them. I rolled out the clay flat, laid silver leaf on it, and then impressed a stamp into it. And that works. You can amuse yourselves. Gonna have to get more glue out. I was trying to make this stretch, but I can't cheat it now. Bye, Sue. Take care. Hey, Linda. This little rascal. Once you decide where you're going to go, the gluing goes pretty fast. Have a great time on your class, Robyn. I'll catch up with you later. Let's see. That's the same one. This one I thought was a little too something there. I wish I had a little piece of glass to put in here. That's a dark one, maybe. That's too big. Or even a little piece of the metal, but I don't have a way to cut this properly. Let me put down before this completely dries. Do I have enough to make it? I do. All right. Okay, I'm going to try to find, where, pray tell, would they be, my tile nippers. Back in my glass working days, but I have them. Oh, Lord, again, I sat too long. Oh, sweet Moses. I fear. Oh, you know what I should have done? Well, I think I have. Some tiny little, yep, there they are. I thought I had some silver ones too. It's too late to put that in now because there'll only be one of them. But it might fit in that hole, so I'm going to bring one over anyway. Is that silver? Yeah. All right. So, where's my nippers? There you are. Right in the nipper department. Okay. Oh, I should have thought about these. Darn it. My little black and white checkers, you know, the little tiny ones. And I have some longer black and white ones too that I put on that huge wooden tray. Actually, okay, let me turn this bad boy around now. Maybe could put that there to elongate that line a little bit. Or do I need it there? Maybe I'll put it there. And I have these little teeny tiny little black ones. That I should have tried to incorporate in there. Remember those? I put borders around with black and white. But maybe, like I can put a little tiny one there for a little papa. And maybe like, maybe a couple there. I don't know. What are we thinking? I think I might do that. Maybe a little one right, just one right there maybe. Gotta stand up, I'm too close. I kind of like those, little here and there. Maybe one right up there. I'm not sure about these three here. Maybe two just on top of that glass. And then one on top of that. There we go. So now like each stack kind of ends in a black, not quite, ends in a little black tile. There, there, there. Oh, I like that. I'm going to do that. Which means I need more glue. I have white ones too, but I don't need the white ones. And here's my nippers. I wonder if this could nip this. I'm not going to use it now. Oh yeah, it would. It's wide enough. I didn't know if it's adjustable, but I didn't know if this was wide enough. But I can get a bite on that. Okay, good to know. Don't need my nippers. Need a little bit more schmutz of glue. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to try to take this. Because I will not need much for this. These tiny little tiles. But I do like that little papa. Couple on top of another. Oh, CB. See, this is why you're here, my friend. Give me them good ideas. Oh, I like that idea. Maybe on the metal ones. Of course, there's only two metal ones. These are so tiny. And it's upside down, of course. That's okay. Oh, I really like that idea, CB. Might look like crap. Great. Of course, I got a little schmutz of glue, which once they're in place, I can go back with a baby wipe and get that off of there. Did I do this one? Nope. Did I do that one? I didn't do any of those. Okay. We're going bottom to top. All right. Where'd I have that one? Right here? That's where he's going. Oh, shit. I didn't. And I said shit. Forgot to glue this bad boy down. All right. Let's get you in there, fella. And this one. Hang on. I know, right? I can do better, CB, I promise. Doesn't seem right when I don't hit double digits. All right. I'll turn this around. I'm going to hold that a minute. That looked like it squidged over just a hair. All right. Let's put a little one of these guys on the top of each one of these rows. See, just a little papa. And I don't know about you guys, but that to me really sets it off. But see, now my mind's thinking like maybe I put a row of black ones down here. Always got to take it too far. I actually, when I first started thinking about this, thought about doing the whole perimeter and these little tiny black and white ones for the checkerboard around it. That's a whole lot of checkerboard. All right. Get down there. Oh, these two I got to do. Okay. And do I want to do them side by side or like that? Maybe. Maybe I just need one. What time is it? 12:30. I think I'm just going to do one there because I got ones up here. Okay, now come on, focus. Nope, maybe not. Okay, we can get the idea. Okay, so now let's see what CB said. And I'm just thinking on these because I don't know why. kind of looks cool, CB. Look. I kind of like that. I think I'm going to do it. It's like you're brilliant or something, CB. Or something. All right, let me get a little. Is there any more in here I can scarf out of there? Man, this brush is getting kind of gnarly, I got to tell you. Okay. Let me get to this one up here first. Now it's a good thing I'm using Weld Bond. Okay, now I want to try to put this on without dragging it all over this metal tile and gooping it up. I got to turn this a little bit. I was also thinking about how to finish the sides of this panel. I put one coat of paint on it that matches. It's a shade darker than the bathroom. The bathroom is lighter, and the bedroom is one shade darker on the same swatch card. So the color on here is just one layer of bedroom color. So I wanted to cover up the natural wood for sure. It's too brown for that color palette. I won't be able to make it today, Z. We're going to a friend's, invite us over. They're going to throw some steaks on the grill and have a pool day. The last two times we went over to do that, it was either too cold to get in the pool or raining and lightning and thundering. So we're going to give it another go. I wish I had one more piece of that metal on here, but I do not. Oops, I bumped it. Okay, let's just let that sit there before I really wreck it. Okay, now this one with 5. You know how I like things in odd numbers. That's kind of bugging me. But this would really wreck the whole deal, even if I added it like that. Or would it? Then put another black one here so I get that raggedy piece. I don't know. Let's think about that. Oh, mercy. Okay. I'm going to put these off to the side. And try to place the top and the bottom, and then try to get a center, and then find the center of those, if that makes any sense. It does to me, which is scary. I'm going to have a hardship afternoon. Oh, hey, I need a break. Trust me. this week's going to be. Well, from here on out, it's going to get kind of hairy with my situation I was telling you about with a family member. Let's see, that one goes about there. All right, now find one in the middle of that. This was a brilliant idea, Pat. CB. Brilliant idea, Patty. Jesus. Freudian slip. Well, those two-ish. I'm not one to measure. I figure if I can eyeball it and it looks pretty close to me, why do I need to measure it? I always tell Dave laughs. Well, sometimes he doesn't laugh. But when I hang something on the wall, I put it up there and like, yep, that's about center. Boom, with the nail where he gets out the, the yards, not the yardstick, the measuring tape and a level and all that stuff. I said, babe, if they got to come in here and pull out a micrometer to tell if this is in the middle, I'm not too worried about it. Let me stand up before they set up there. Thank you, Glenda. We will take all those good things we can get. Oh, I like those, CB. It's just another layer of depth. Now, how does this look off to anybody? Is my camera all the way out? Oh, no, hang on. What the hell? No wonder. Sweetie. Sweet Moses. How about that metal piece that I added there? The only bad thing is it covers up part of this, which is one of my favorite characters. And that would just give me somewhere else to put, a third piece of this to put these on. Is it that important? Do I lose my favorite character or part of it? I still see most of it, but I can cover up that one I put there. No one will know but us. Dot says leave it out. That means I should do it. It's whatever. Dot always picks the opposite thing of what I pick. That's how I know I'm on the right track. Let me walk away from it and see if it's too. I wish I could saw this in half. Just get another, but then it would be right across from this one. Patty, put the black mini tiles on it to see. Another excellent idea. see how much I can bring it in before we lose some of this. And then I put another one up here. So all these rows end with a little black one. I don't know. I don't think that's bad. Any votes except for Dorothy? God love you, Dot. Put some two-sided tape on the metal piece attached to the other tile and look at it for a while. It's too regular with that piece on. The metal tiles give you the white space that you need. See? All these different opinions. Now, I know why I can get something done a lot quicker when I'm not streaming. Oh, God bless me. I think with all the tiles being all different sizes and heights and comes, you know, stopping here, 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 here. You know, they're all different heights. It still does kind of narrow it down a little bit. But I do like I think I like it on there. I might leave it lay there for a while. What time is it? 10 of 1. I got to get my butt motivating here. So I think I'll stop now. Stop before it's too late. And then I would put one more of these. Ish there. Okay, speak now or for hold your peace. Who votes? Add the silver piece. So I have 3 bits of this extra raised area, or leave it be. So Joan likes it. Add the silver. Well, and I likes it. Oh, shoot. I pulled out 3 baby wipes instead of 1. I don't think this dispenser works too good here. Put 2 more bitty tiles on that one. On this one, I was trying to make them the same as this one because these are the same pieces. This is wider than this little skinny piece, but it's the same length. I need a paper towel to wipe this smear of the baby wipe off of there. Oh, Lord. I lost a mask. All right. I think I'm going to let her sit here till whenever I come back down again. It's covering up a nice bit of Robyn stencils. Yes, but we could argue that for every piece of this tile. And that's my favorite, and I'm willing to cover it up for the symmetry of this stuff. I'm willing to make the sacrifice. And I think I'll go over these polymer clay tiles with a sealer when this is all done. That'll probably be my last step. But I am getting used to that. What is he saying? Add more. You have 6 kitties and you like odd numbers. 6 kitties. I know that's not me. I don't have any kitties. There we go. There's 7 on that one instead of 5. Oh, biddies. Where do I have 6? You have 6 biddies and you like odd numbers. That was 5 on here. Now I put 7, 3, 5. Oh yeah, maybe I got 3, 5, 7. Maybe that is a good idea, Z. It gives me a little more strong pop of black on there. It really looks cool in person because of course I can't turn it now, but well, let me take this off. You can see the dimension on it. Right? I think I like it. If it wouldn't have been for trying to get 3 of these in here, I would leave my favorite stencil exposed. But maybe what I will do is, if I do any embossing, oh, how will I do that? Well, I can stamp. Hey, Peg. I can stamp the what the hell is that called? The embossing ink through the stencil somewhere, and then emboss with that somewhere. Maybe. All right, kids, I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to take some pictures of this so I can post it. And that's where we're ending up. Let me pull this all the way out again. Get the whole thing on here, sort of. Now I just have to decide, do I want to actually white some of this out like this? Let me tear this down some. Because this would be in like in a blob, not... You know, maybe something, I don't know, up in here to pull some white space in there. And maybe a strip of it. I love this, though. I don't want to cover that up. That's the problem. I like too much of it. I guess I could put this over here, but I really like this washer. That's like the exact color in the bathroom. And do a little white up here. And then, you know, maybe a little white down here to script in to give it some, I don't know. I don't know. So many decisions. All right, guys. I'm going to take off and get ready to get my stuff packed up. Take a shower. Get all that good stuff done. And I will see you good people soon, I hope. Possibly tomorrow night after work. But like I said, I have a hellish week coming up. So I just might not be up for it. And I don't sleep really much anymore. So I wake up exhausted and then have, you know, more than a full day of stuff to do most days. Plus I'm old. Thanks for joining, Gwen, and glad you finally got on here. And thanks, Dot, for your direction. I always know which way to go. Oh, God bless you. All right, guys. Thanks for everything. And I'll see you soon, hopefully. Bye.